So communication can sometimes be a big challenge, right? Especially among healthcare professionals. Everyone thinks that they know the best way to do things. And of course, there's many ways to do different things. And we kind of get caught up on what we expect and what we think is the best thing to do. So one thing that I always told students to do, and something that I still try and practice, is saying, this is what I want to do and this is why I want to do it. If I do that, that also lends to the way in which I'm thinking and helps somebody to either agree or to refute it. And if they refute it, that's fine, so long as there's other logic and reason that goes behind it. You know, if I'm missing something about the patient, then sure, please tell me. Otherwise, you know, I'm going to say, well, the BMI is 40 and they're diabetic, and, you know, my best inclination is to have a very secure airway, so I'm going to use an endotracheal tube instead of an LMA, if that's okay with you. Usually, that kind of thing is going to lend your knowledge and experience and say, you know what, this little bit, yeah, you're probably right, it's a little bit safer. And that's, you know, going to be the end of the conversation. But if you just say, no, I'm going to do it my way, that just makes everyone defensive. So, in the way you talk to somebody, whether they're like in a superior to a worker bee or something of that nature, it's not necessarily good to have that kind of a dynamic, a bad relationship from the start, because everyone gets defensive about the way that they think is the best way. But if you can use logic and reason and kind of guide somebody in the way that you're thinking, that will usually help your overall position and help communication and allow for some discussion and not a this is how it is or this is how it should be, in which case you're just lending your personal opinion and or facts that go along with the case to be able to substantiate what you are looking for and get acceptance and or approval if there's that needed. The same thing can happen with a surgeon with anesthesia. You know, we always have to play that communication game, just like with a patient. If a patient says that I think I need to do this, and you say, well, you know, if it were me, I would want the block and sedation, or I would want the block and a general anesthetic. You know, these are practices that we do every day, and if we can get better at communicating, that's also going to help us in other areas, including the business and negotiation realm, and then being able to speak about the finance and the accounting. You know, this kind of goes into multiple different areas of your life, and so if you can improve your communication and the way in which you explain things and talk to other people, it's going to help you out in the future. So have a good day, and I hope this helps.